Hey guys, welcome again to another video. My name is Stéphane Gonville and I have a website called Freedom Academy HQ where I help people overcome their shyness and their social anxiety. So today, I just want to address a question that I received, and basically he asked, how do I stop feeling nervous around other people? And my response to that is pretty simple, but it's not easy to implement, and basically a lot of people won't like this, but the best way that you can overcome being nervous around other people is to be around other people as much and as often as you can. It's that simple. I mean, it's not complicated, you know, and you can build yourself up to getting to that point because you can start slow and start gradually and eventually get to be comfortable around 2 people, 3 people, around groups of people. But basically it's as simple, the principle is the same. Behind what's going on, the reason why you are nervous around other people right now is probably because you engage in some sort of control behavior, which control behavior, I talk about this almost in all my videos, is basically things that you do to try and either diminish the social anxiety that you feel, or to escape a situation that produces social anxiety for you altogether. So those things that you do to stop the social anxiety, basically by running away, or basically by maybe you drink alcohol before a social event, it's actually making the whole problem explode out of proportion. You could equate your social anxiety to basically because of your control behavior. The reason why you have social anxiety is because of your control behavior. You are desperately trying to avoid all the situations that are producing social anxiety for you. So the most efficient and straightforward way to overcome that and to become comfortable with other people is to basically create a full frontal attack and to be around people and to talk to them as often and as much as you can. It's that simple. If you can do this one thing, your problem is going to be gone in such a long time. The problem arises that in such a short time, the problem arises that people with social anxiety, they say, oh, you know, I have social anxiety and I want to overcome it, but I don't want to have to face my fears. I want to basically do NLP or EFT techniques by doing tapping techniques, or maybe take prescription medication, but all those things doesn't work. Because it might work for a short amount of time, but what happens in the long term is that, and don't take my word for it, okay? It didn't work for me, it might work for you, all you have to do is try it. But if it doesn't work for you, I think this is the reason. Basically is that when you do these things, it's kind of like a short-term fix, right? And it's basically promising you to make you feel better, and it does, because let's say you take prescription medication to overcome your social anxiety, and yeah, you feel good when you're on that prescription medication, but as soon as the effects goes away, your social anxiety comes back. And it's the same thing with almost everything else, you know. You even have people, you know, you have a great amount of people, and I talked about this on some of my other videos, thinking that only doing cognitive behavioral therapy, like trying to change your thinking, is going to be the be-all end-all. So all they do is focus on changing their thinking and trying to instill more positive thoughts into their life. But the problem with that is that you're not actually doing the one thing that is actually going to help you. If you're only focusing on trying to change your brain, and then you find yourself in a social situation and you try to do those exercises, you're still going to be nervous. And if you've been in this boat, trying to change your brain when you're alone, you do reframing exercises by yourself, and then you get thrown into a social situation, all the stuff that you've done with your reframing exercises and stuff like that gets thrown out the window. You'll still be nervous there. So the process of habituation, which is to go and face your fears and just do it until it goes away, is the most efficient way that you can overcome your social anxiety. There's nothing that works best than that. So I just wanted to let you know that, because, you know, maybe it can cut a couple of the roadblocks that you're going to face when you're trying to overcome this social anxiety. Because if I can just show you this most fastest straightforward path, And you know, it is going to be painful at first, but it eventually gets better with time. Much better. You start to be able to be comfortable with other people and being yourself around other people. It's a long process. It's not a short process. It's a long process that you kind of have to dig yourself out of this problem that is surrounding you right now. So guys, if you want to learn the 2 things that I've done to overcome my social anxiety, you can click on the first link in the description box below, and I'll send you a free training that's showing you exactly what the 2 things that I've done. So thanks a lot guys, and I'll see you in the next video.